there that's slick and smooth, but that's a leahy bird, which is like the most high bird. If y'all was able to see that. It's healing right here, man. It's a lot of things, because people they walk up to me like I just work for Earth and shit, and be like, man, what is, and what is it? Ask me all kind of questions about what you're doing with you. Let me go ahead and break this down. Uh-oh, shit going Sunday. Somebody gonna be probably coming around real soon. We gotta jump into this, man, because it's a real thing going on in this world. Spiritual attack. Now we're blending in the physical attack. We know a lot of physical things didn't happen because everything was focused on the physical a lot. You know, how to beef up and get your body right, making sure that, hey, that's supposed to build your confidence up, but also at the same time other things, dealing with the physical nature, whether it could be drugs, sex, drugs, rock and roll, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those are all physical things. Dealing with low vibratorial spirituality type shit. Hey, what's up, Dougie Dubs? What's up? We out here? You see him? Alright, we out here chilling. Like I say, I'm like the only Naga that y'all see, so mothers be up on my ass and shit. It don't matter if I'm smiling, chilling, whatever. A lot of people, a lot of like elders, they're like, don't mind them. But it's like, you gotta understand, we feel certain energies, man. We feel certain energies, and so that those things, they come with the territory. But anyhow, with that celibacy thing, now if you really truly want to be spiritually enlightened and getting in tune with your craft and what you naturally do, the actual celibacy is what's going to catapult you to the upper room. But as long as you're more on a physical, fleshly thing, we're still talking about eating now. And it's cool to eat, but it just shows that a lot of vegans, they lack the discipline to actually eat a raw food. They gotta have some type of spicy little oily thing in their food to make it taste good type shit. And that right there alone just lets you know this might be a hard thing for you to do. You need your taste buds tantalized, and I understand because we've been eating certain things that produces dopamine in our bodies, and it's bad but tastes good type shit. So yeah, man, this is a serious thing right here. So what you eat is gonna affect your spirituality, your nature, who you actually are. It also affects your electromagnetic field around you. A lot of people talk it, but this is what's going on in the world today. And so by eating certain foods at a low vibratorial frequency, you won't be able to even fathom the type of possible, states of being that you can exist in, dealing with happiness. And it's not being selfish. You're just tuning into to the actual frequency of what you normally was in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on? What is it, my man name? Alan Cool? Hope I can see it. Yo, what's good? And my man, I had to pronounce these names. I'm gonna say Par. I'm gonna say, what up, P? We back in the game. Hope y'all ain't drop out. You know what I'm saying? We back in the game. We gotta be steady with the phone, kind of, because we out here. It's all kind of far out in the world, so we got the water kind of blocking signals and shit like that. They used to have to be in the water and do their little deals and shit in the water on the drug movies. Nah. But shout out though, my man. Let's say, hey Andy Ellie. What's it? Par Andy Ellie. Ah man, please forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, but shout out to you, and you know what's up. Thank you for joining in, man. We're talking about this whole celibacy thing and how we can just go ahead and flip the script on these mugs. Because everybody want to get spiritually upgraded because a lot of physical things done went down. They kind of, promote physicality more so, as far as like just keeping yourself clean, but it's not like a clean in a certain way. You just be bathing with products that they promote that's really harmful for you, with a lot of bad ingredients in it, like aluminum and all of these things, man. So it's like we got to get out of their system now and start to really experience life as much as we possibly can. And I feel that when you go to a city or travel, you're not experiencing the actual or the nature of that place if you just go and have to pay money to go into these places. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's happening, King Kai? What's happening? See, out here, Kai means like water and shit. I'm thinking you on some watery things. So yeah, we building about the actual the celibacy But if we get into the frequency to it, the food of how low vibratorial foods with certain vegans, where they have to use, have their little taste buds tantalizing, or tantalized in order to actually appreciate the vegetation that they're eating, and they're not really enjoying it. Some people, they may have a drive to eat the food, enjoying a raw carrot or something like that. That's good, coupled with some type of olive or tomato to help it digest good. Those are raw things. Your body can actually use these things, and it's not that you need an abundance of it, but you can do all kind of things. You can make little capsules of your little herbs that you grow. There's a lot of things that we did that's coming back to our DNA memory. I don't want to call it junk DNA, but it's coming back around. And we're all connected. So when one of us get a download, you can see if we're doing it in the flesh and telling it, just imagine our spirit. So it happens in the spirit first. So when you do hear it, it resonates with you. That's how cold the spirit is. And that's why they want to keep you on the low resurrections and the low frequency and keep these foods up in your face. And all you got to do is just not even eat they foods like that at all. Really, don't eat their foods. You don't want their foods. Their foods make you weak. So as much as possible, you try to get some type of fresh fruit or type of fresh vegetable in you. And not really eating so much of those processed foods and cooked meats and shit, because those are the parasites that they use as weaponry on your ass. This is a spirit thing. I be laughing, but it's serious as a motherfucker. Because if I don't smoke or something like that, dealing with my endocannabinoid sensors, people be hating on the weed and shit. Most High made the weed, and I ain't even got to say the rest. You already know. What's the fruit really? It's an alkaline plant. God damn, what more can we say from that, man? The Hawa, man. That's pretty much what it is. So yeah, we jumping back into it. The celibacy, you got a light inside you that is little, but it really is going to grow if you cultivate it. And if you say you've been spilling your seed a lot, then once you start locking this in, we're doing it by experience. A lot of people is at a certain level. I know where they're at, and it's cool. I'm glad everybody's doing it. Once we really start doing it, it's on point. That's when nobility and virtue starts to form in our spirit. Once again, we actually care about what the hell we're doing. We do care to a degree, but it's more in the physical now. Remember we was talking about the physical. They want you to be, physically. They want to dominate your ass physically and spiritually, but they know that they got to get you spiritually first, and that's how they get you to the foods. The foods is where it's at. The times that you eat, they even told you god dang on time to eat, like you gotta, and how to eat. 3 times a day. You eat a full course meal. I got like 5 or 6 things on the plate. Like who the hell does that? We don't. You gotta go outside and put your feet in the grass and run around and play so you can get energy from the sun and the earth and the electromagnetic field, all this shit. That's what you are. So it powers you, and plus you got melanin. And as long as they keep your melanin, toxic, this is how you'll be not wanting to go outside. You'll be scared and afraid to go outside, just like them. And they'll walk outside for 10 minutes and make it seem like they're out there for 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? Or not being in the direct sunlight. So, jumping back to the celibacy thing, this shit heals the melanin molecule. It heals your daggone mental. It increases your virtuousness. You won't want to lie no more, especially to your brothers, to your life families, and none of that. You won't be doing none of that. That was already given to us. People wonder why niggas was so, why we're so noble. The ones who studied us. A lot of people in the world now, they've been, they've been having a smear campaign, hearing a smear campaign of us, which is a psychological term. We got to say it, keep it like that so that you can go search these things out. Smear campaign of niggas, being that we're just like some bad type of people. But really, we have an internal clock and an internal type of intuition. Like it's called discernment. That we was already connected, and in a union form, as in the form of states. And nobody really talks about Hiawatha or Hiawatha. I used to chill at the lake called Hiawatha, man. You know what I'm saying? Hiawatha in Minnesota, where the Ojibways is at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's Ojibways in Minnesota. There's niggas Ojibways up there too. You know what I'm saying? One of my friends is Ojibway. She was cool. She is cool. Anyhow, though, so. And it just goes back to these times, you know what I'm saying, where you wonder how this was established. They came over, it was like, how did these dudes have these cities and shit, you know what I'm saying? And how did they have them built up like this, and they'll say the horse and carriage thing came in later, but they're looking like, they done studied our story as so much that they revealed a book, and certain books that they would say that was like down. I automatic downloads and shit, automatic writing. Also, we had shit in libraries that they can take from too. So I'm not gonna be a believer and just think that, you know, this man just had automatic writing and that's what it was. To reveal a book of what our heavens were and how these things happened and how we was able to master them on our side of the world in order to not have a false savior ever raise up on our land again. And this is where they get that term from, where they're like, yo, ain't no be no false savior. Because with Tama or Amaru, North America is where all the nations will meet. Due to the fact that Iowata, the prophet, the true and natural prophet, not no fake false prophet, motherfucker, this is true and natural. He done rose up. And the Most High, what they call Geechee, we heard Geechee niggas, that term came from the all creator, the name of the creator. You don't hear that term around the world like that. So that came from right there. We hear it in New Orleans, all in South Carolina and all that shit. You know, so we're getting back to the light bodybuilder, man, of who we truly are. And it's not just an individual thing, like physical, like selfish type shit. It's really the self. We're making knowledge born to save self. This is showing and proving our victory. This is the wisdom day. Born in our culture. That's what we do. Our culture is I guide. We just educate each other and just sharp each other up and shit like, yo, this information that's out there to show that you can actually research and add on to the cipher. The cipher is just nothing but truth and a circle of men that's dealing with truth and building on truth. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, when we're having a cipher right now, it ain't just necessarily a rap cipher. You know what I mean? We're not rapping all the time. We rap while we just chopping it up. Because that's our language, that's our slang type shit. They say, you know, our culture evolved damn near every 11 years, just like the sun. You know, so you got to catch up. And right now, this shit's evolving at such a high rate because we got the solar flares helping the nigga out and helping all the family out that we yo man, we got to get onto this, get right or get left at this point because the energies is in play with you. So the celibacy. Nobody's never really talked about that. Now they're talking about it a little bit. You're going to hear some people because they kind of see the light is out there now. You know, they're trying to hide the Most High babies, but they can't for too much longer because it's starting to show. And the work is showing. And so it's not the season where everybody can talk it anymore. You know, so now we see that the fruits work. You know, you have to work out in order to build the muscle because you're just sitting there. You can actually sit there and don't work out and be cool and eat fruits all day. You won't be tired or no shit. But if you work out, you're gonna have to consume something more often, or take a sub or eat some type of BCAAs or something like that. You know, which is the branched chain amino acids to build in the muscle, and that's what gets your ass swollen and shit. You know, man, they probably can't see. I don't want to be a ham out this mug. You know what I'm saying? That's what we say, a ham. My little brother, a ham. So. Yeah, but with the celibacy, that right there, we had to wait some years to let you see that, yo, it actually works. You know, you got individuals that see something that they've been looking like, oh, you get superpowers, you do this, let me make a video about it. And these niggas is only at a week and shit, you know what I'm saying? And they can explain what a week feels like, and then they relapse, being that they relapse at their own will, which is that they done put their own hand into themselves, you know what I'm saying? Or they just had a wet dream and just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep on going, you know? Celibacy is a hard thing to do. It's not easy to do, especially if you start it. Where it gets easier as you grow, it's like working out and shit. You're just gonna get stronger and shit, but shit don't really get easy. You just start enjoying it as you're doing it, you know? So after a while, you know what I mean? And it's a part of man's life. He has to do things like this in order to keep himself grounded, because a woman ain't gonna want no man. She gotta be playing with his asshole and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's like a bitch. And if she's doing it, she knows she fucked up. She's like, nigga, we both fucked up. I know you fucked up, and I'm following your fucked up ass. You know what I mean? So it's really important in this season for the true living, the true ones to actually take that power back and experience what celibacy really is. That's one of the most highest spiritual schools you're gonna ever go through. Some of the realest shit you ever do right now is really the realest shit you can possibly do. And while you're doing it, you're just mastering your sexual nature. So when you do pop in the game, you have self-equality with a female. You ain't gotta always just jump back into, like, you know, being straight at the low vibratory, below the belt type shit, which you just jump into the game. You're not intimate, you know, just hit her from the back real quick, hands down a little bit, whatever it looks, you know what I mean? If it looks good, I already know. Most High done gave me the double-edged sword here to be able to chop it up. And it's a real situation because the energy lies in there. They molested our spirits anyways when we was children and just growing up, especially the horrific shit that you can think of, you probably won't even do, but it has been done to people already, especially the Mississippians. You know, they already know what's up, G. You know what I mean? So this is why they actually tried to get to these people's because they know our deep spirituality and connection to the world, that we'll be able to chop it up with the whole world once we get back in tune. Because we don't just jump into the game so quick and like we know this and that and the third. Like no. We wait. We let all the big cities go through some shit. But when we say something, it's gonna be real. And it's like, yo, you can see that it's evident. It's a walking and talking season. But so anyhow, the celibacy, you won't lose your desire to have actual sex and shit. That's not never go nowhere. Most High got you on that one. Now with the lustful thing, you'll be able to control your thoughts a little bit more better because you're a light being. You want to be able to do this when you graduate off the earth plane. It's not just like you go to another body. That's all. That is the deceitful trick of the so-called enemy of the Creator, who made itself one of the first false gods, named Atura, who came to Gautama and seen all of the true and living, righteous light beings doing all kind of shit. Living healthy, working out, what I'm saying? Eating the fruits, got the cornfields popping and shit like that. They seen all of this. This false god had mortals lined up where he was able to destroy the crops. Now we're seeing it from a heavenly perspective and not just from a physical thing. Because remember, they try to trap us in the physical. Right now we're in the physical and the spirit, which is where our land is called Cosmon, which is basically a blend of both. We're spiritual and physical people. We just didn't overdo it in certain lands where you see it just all technology and it's just that we're living on a circuit board chip where we can fuck around and short circuit our cities and shit because we got too much shit wired to the ether or whatever. We actually, harness our Kundalini energy because we realize the shit is powerful. Like, you having sex, that's a powerful thing. That's self-equality, G. We look at it as a low thing, like we just like whatever, but it's really, 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 really powerful. A woman can actually, she go crazy and shit, you know what I mean? If you do it right for her, she's not crazy in a way she's gonna come hurt you, but she's actually like, in the most emotional state. And I can see why certain men be like, damn, I want to feel like that, but that's hella vulnerable and shit. And some women are just so vulnerable and broken that, that they just don't mind being about themselves. So, but if you start mastering the science of actual sex, which is like we have to deal with certain things. This is what you'll learn in celibacy. You know what I mean? The certain spots of the woman, the A spot, the C spot, the G spot. A lot of you hear people say the A, B, C. They think it's the ass, the clit, or whatever the little spot. No. We're talking about really how the Chinese broke it down. They're like, man, these niggas over there, they fucking. They even got books. The Chinese super show us how to fuck. Like, no, this is how you really do it, man. But if you don't really want to jump into it an elementary level, just screw your game. It's a vortexian current. That's why it's a difference. It ain't just a pump thing. It's a, you know what I'm saying? When the heart, it doesn't pump. It spins. It spirals. If you sit in one place and you let your heart just beat, it's going to move your body like this, B. Like that. So I'm moving the phone, your body's going to move just like that. Because your heart is a spiral. It's spiraling. It's a spiritual thing. It has 7 muscles. It's not a pump. They lied to us about everything. So we're going to give everything back to their ass. Go back to the real library and shit. You know what I'm saying? To the junk DNA. You got to fast and you got to do some things, but it's going to be worth it. And most I said, and this is when you start seeing all the shit work. You had that discernment working for you because you're going to see everybody's been putting in their little 2 cents to try to stop your little ascension and shit. You got a problem with what the hell what even they do next? If they saying it to me personally, I know the whole tribe is getting it. Like, what you doing next? If I'm getting like, man, what's your plans next? They want to know. So I know the whole tribe. They like, nigga, what's niggas finna do next? Because this on like hot butter popcorn. They got the universe at their fingertips right now. What they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But this is one of the best moves you can ever do, B, because this is what's gonna get your non-objectifying people, not watch porn, which is the no-fap. Whatever we're going to use what they use, we're going to use it as a positive thing now or as a beneficial thing. We're not grafting, we're just going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, how they did us, we're going to use it for a benefit. And that's what it's about. Now the information's coming out only because of the higher divine stars just put it out. You know what I mean? It's not that man can put this out and they can control that. No, the stars lined up, man ain't got no goddamn control. They just must follow this shit. Remember, we're in a narcissistic world anyway, so they want you wasting your kundalini at all times and energy and attention on them because they feel voidness. And we're in a culture, a society like this. People are like that. Some people are just like flies. They just gotta come around. You ever seen that movie called The Fly? Where the white dude turned into the fly? It's like, damn, is that something? Are they really like the fly and shit though? Like the human fly and they just sit around like the roach and shit? I mean, ever see what a roach do? It don't even feel right when you're next to a roach. It just feels off on your spirit. So I seen and understand it because the wicked one put roaches in my life at a very early age. They wanted to watch a nigga. Starting from the beginning and shit. I had the most roach infested house you ever got in Mississippi. Mississippi is a very holy place, but you know, they drop roaches and termites and shit on the land. You know what I'm saying? To stop your kundalini, and then they try to, you know, molest your spirits and shit and turn you against one another. But now, it's up. Jig's up. We do it through it. Now we know celibacy is the way. Yeah? You can go as long, just don't get your light up and don't waste it. That's all. You get up about however many months you want to get up. If you want to get up 3 months and then you want to bust one, that's cool. But you should be like, I don't even do this no more. But I did only just bust like one other year, maybe 2. You know what I'm saying? And it'll have to be with a wisdom that's cool, or have to make it happen type shit. It's a very serious thing, you know what I mean? Because those will be the energies that you got to get out of you in that type of light. If you have those ruminant thoughts, and ruminant thoughts come from being low in your light anyways, or you have too much of this, I would say now cipher thoughts, which is wicked thoughts that you kind of entertain a little bit too long. Those thoughts will come out you, whether in a dream, or most I have to pull it out you, where you can't wake up, or mother see that you're vulnerable in your spirit, and they attack you in the dream and send whatever to you, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? Whatever case scenario that they haven't tried yet, you know. So, celibacy, this is the battle. If you can master this in the food, you'll start detoxifying a lot of these damn wicked thoughts, and you won't be no goddamn on Buster Mark Lane. They Buster Mark Lanes. You won't be no lane. You know what I'm saying? You'll be cool as a motherfucker, man. Everything start lining back up. The women start being on your ass, man. You can't even shake them mug off and shit. You can't even shake them mug away. You gotta keep it. Where my stone at? I got that mug out here somewhere. Yeah, I gotta keep my goddamn sitting on my ass. Them motherfuckers be walking all up on me. And it works. It's charged up. I found it right off the earth out here. Man, I'm telling you, this shit works. And then your energies with the stone work. It ain't just when you putting on stones and shit, and that shit just like, look at that old mother. It's like a shell with stones on them and shit. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no damn sense. So when your light is working, them stones is working and shit. It'll start to work too. So yeah. I'm sorry, I know you probably ain't watching no more, but I put that thumbs up out there. You know, I be just running down low. We got Thuggy Doves out here. They're gardening. I know they laugh. Oh, you got these little doves. They go Birdman. He laugh. Birdman. I'm like, okay. All right, nigga. Anyhow, though, we back to working out again. I'm talking about these workouts and this celibacy shit, man. Because you're going to be able to have all they bitches. And you ain't going to have to bang. That's the worst thing to even, man, like, damn, I can have that. You can have that bitch. They be mad as fuck. Like, you can have my bitch. You don't even want them. Shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is talking about the enemy. The ones who, like, don't like you. Or they have this inside of them that they have to master. You know what I mean? Because remember, you're not what you, it's like, you know, I know I am, but what are you type shit? But it's like, no, it's whatever you think I am. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you think I am, that's who you is and shit. You know? That's just pretty much what it is. So if you think I'm great, then you great. If you think I'm an asshole, then you asshole. That's pretty much how that works. If you think I'm fake, then you must be fake. You know? These are things that we're kind of mirroring to each other, you know, subconscious wise. And this is like, okay, these are just certain things because our spirit connects. It's like the only thing that's really connected. As far as like we're separate in this realm, we can see the masculine shit, but we can see everything. We're separate in this realm, but we're gonna connect, and we're connect in our dreams. And this is why they attack us in our dreams, because we can actually connect in our dreams as a weapon. So the story of joining on Star Trek that showed this culture that was so cold. If you came into their space and time, the niggas would put your ass to sleep and then attack your ass. They're like, huh? He's over in our space? And hurry up and get you so damn sleepy, man. You go to sleep, them niggas up in the dream like, yeah, what the fuck you doing over here? They be just, and then they found out that these niggas was over here laid up in the room somewhere, all asleep somewhere, attacking niggas and shit. Like, damn. But shit like that goes now, man. You know, it's tight. Oh, I got the fly, so I got a devil's eye around here somewhere. Water gonna rise up real soon. got more backup. And people swooped in. I will show you the ninjas. I don't want to put them online, but that's to show you the fly comes through, because the fly ain't got no reason to slide through. You know what I'm saying? When they come through, it's like they connected to their type of spirits. You know, a fly got all them goddamn eyes and shit. So they be like, they land right on you, nigga. They don't even care about the nasty, sloppy shit that's down the way or whatever. They want to land on you, or anything that you touch. You touched it, they gonna land on it. You ever seen a person that do that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you just touch, they walk up behind and just kind of touch it too. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you got off a weight bench, you on the way coming back to the bench, you know these motherfuckers been watching. You coming back, you already sprayed the thing, you on your way back to it, they already sitting down in your sweat. You're like, they're like, never mind. Never mind. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your bag, for instance. Motherfuckers be paying attention to your ass so much, you have a bag in the gym, on the locker somewhere that's away from the sun. Even if they haven't even seen you, their spirit, whoever, they knew to put the bag next to your bag, and there's all other spaces that they can do. And this happens in multiple different places. That happens, B. Why? Because you have a quantum insignia. What's the quantum insignia? That's a signature that you have, your spirit has, and your natal chart creates it. You know what I mean? You come from the creator, man. Like, damn, you just not something that was made in a laboratory somewhere. So, talking about this cultivating the spirit thing, if a mug didn't have money, it would be hard for them to cultivate their spirit. But for you, my nigga, you can cultivate your spirit even when you ain't got no money. That's probably the best time. You be focused and shit. Like, man, fuck that. I can get myself better. Because getting money after a while, you will get it. But then you realize as a man, if you've been solo, you only have money to kind of keep a woman and maintain her ass and shit. And most likely in this day and age, women make their own money. So what the fuck? You gotta learn your medium and shit. Now, it's at certain times and certain seasons like everything else that grows. So you just gotta fill out whatever you're gonna do. If you're gonna be just sitting back and just like being bored and not traveling, not doing things, and that's that part. But you gotta make a decision, you know what I'm saying? Celibacy, I definitely help you make a decision. It's like semen retention, because you won't have that thought. You know how to make a decision quick. You ain't gonna be just sitting back and just like, you'll see it in the gym. People be pussyfooting. I call it pussyfooting in the gym. They're just walking all this. See what you're doing, probably. Sit next to you. Like, let me get some energy from here. My pre-workout don't even work. That motherfucker over here happy. Remember, they be mad at happiness. Your happiness. Because you ain't got shit. Why the fuck is you happy in the first damn place? You know what I'm saying? Or show that you're happy. You know how niggas do. Niggas always try to show who's happier, nigga. Like, nigga, even if they feeling miserable, nigga be over there like, man, nigga, you know, motherfucker be over there. He happy. You know what I'm saying? It's some old shit. But most I be stunting. These guys have ways to do these things. But it's okay, because all of us can do the shit. Well, all of us don't do these things. You know what I mean? And I think I was just building about the false god that came into Amaru Cup. You know, that pretty much, you know, that the first one that we had to master. Shit. We had to master all that shit. So now that's why a lot of shit is not raising up over there. They tried so many goddamn on times, you know, to come into the land and put anything down, tell you to do everything. They came with NOI, this man Farrar, Muhammad, yeah, they even had you writing like him, cursive, like you got to be just like them. Only false gods do that. And the Most High already told us in our souls, man, don't ever fall for that weak shit ever again. That's why I only tune into the Most High that's inside the heart. That's the place. It's just, remember, it's spirals. It's a vortexian current. That's the Most High's quantum insignia. You have a quantum insignia too. You are the quantum singularity. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Look at the thugs. Look at the thugs right there. What's up, thugs? Oh, look at the pretty bird. What's happening? I love how they blink like that. My voice go up an octave and shit. They're like, what is all motherfuckers? Look at this man. They're trying to call me swole. I'm like, I ain't really swole, man. I ain't over here beefy eating. I ain't a poisonous animal eater and shit like that. Nigga, we on some more like restoring our people back to greatness type stuff without even having to be in your shit. We ain't got to be like the Black Panthers and shit, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have to be like that. That was our physical thing. You know, they try to keep us in that physical, but we like, spiritual, that's where we was at. That's where we was at, nigga. Y'all didn't want to get, all right. Get the light to the crown chakra, boom, boom, boom. All of us become Christ-like, because we the only motherfuckers that can do it. They should have told us that. And I ain't mad at some of the false prophets, but they ain't never say that. Even your YouTube, what I call them toxic crusaders, man. You know what I'm saying? They came with a lot of information that was regurgitated from a lot of the NOIs and stuff like that. And I got a picture of them. product. I'm like, okay, I don't have weed, money. What the fuck do you want? Energy. That's it. That's the only thing you can mostly want. My attention, motherfucker, while I'm busy giving it to this. See how I just jump on that? Oh, Mosai, the butterfly. I know I was chopping it up about something, but it was about something, man. I always throw myself off because I be hearing shit. Because it's a spirit thing, you know, it's be on your ass and shit. You know, it be on your ass, so it throws your little shits off, but she'll come right back into the game. Oh yeah, I know we're talking about the whole celibacy thing. Oh yeah, the false prophets, you know, YouTube prophet, them, you know, that really, they'll talk about something. Even your workout people, they may do it, they feeling it now. They know that, hey man, their time is up. Like, nigga, physically, your time is up. It's entertaining to look at, but nigga, you know your time's up, nigga. It's a wrap, nigga. It's over, motherfucker. You thinking that motherfucker's coming in here like, I'm a peace and brother. Now, I want you to listen, brother. You think me like that, nigga? Like, nah, nigga, we niggas. I'm from Mississippi, man. I know every kind of nigga, man. I don't care what it is. The quiet nigga, the killing nigga, the abusing nigga. I don't give a fuck. I know all kinds of niggas. All of them come from Mississippi. The original prototype stock is in Mississippi, man. All right. So, I'm talking about the Toxic Crusaders. Even my man's Young Pharaoh. I like him and shit. He did certain things, but I do know that he had this little narcissistic pull and shit. Like understanding, like, yo, Mother Swift. Swift as you. Don't even trip. You're younger and you had to go through some shit to see, like, aha, told you. Now you got people all like, yes, your baby mama told you, man, you had to go through life. I don't know if y'all familiar with Young Pharaoh, but, you know, there's certain things that go down when you're dealing with that histrionic and, dealing with the histrionic personality disorder within that cluster B. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we diagnosing everybody. You better try to diagnose my ass, but you don't even understand. Like, we're dealing with psychopathy. There's different levels to this. So would you really know? Would you really know? Alright. We know the comorbid of a motherfucker, the energy, what they own, what they about to be on, all that shit. Like, nigga, now we can pinpoint it and put it down in writing for a motherfucker. Nigga so swift, we even came up with notes to write notes. Nigga, there's no different language in write notes, is it? I don't know, I haven't really studied that, but I don't think that there is, I think that's the universal language, music. I think you can I think everybody knows the science of what a note is if you're a musician. Then the science of a octave, and then a science of, you know, the science of the notes within the octave. And then you got other octaves, and then the keys, and then you got the 88 keys, and all of these different things. And 8 and 8 is 1 and 6, 16. 16 is P in what? The alphabet? I mean, it is P, right? Yeah, P. Yeah, P with what? Power. Oh shit. What is your power? Most High, man. Which is the energy, force, and the magnetism thing. We just got off of the real power and shit and just lost a little bit of faith that we was born with, but we're back. If you got faith in what the hell I'm saying right now, you know that the Most High chopping it up, man. It's giving you the download in the most way that you need. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to insert all the mother. We had it every other way. Now we got it this way. Celibacy, you be sexy, attractive, celibate and sexy. Take your little pictures and shit. Chicks be like, oh, he's celibate. Boy, they be on your ass, man. They see y'all ripped up, you sitting there, you know, whatever little pose you're doing and shit. You know, you ain't even got to be on those damn sites, because it's nothing but bots. Don't be on none of that shit. You're gonna poison yourself. That's just like watching porn, you know, but in a different way. So don't do that, because your mind will make it real. Just like in the Matrix, your mind makes everything real. So whatever you're thinking, even if you're searching on something on the app, it's not even gonna pop up. Oh, we got another fly. We got another fly. Gotta summons the dragonfly in this bitch. All right. The sun out, so they shouldn't be out right here. I should be me. It should be just only thine self. And the Thuggy does, you know what I'm saying? Me and Thuggy does. And we got Silver Surfer down there. Man, look at it. What's up, nigga? What's happening? That's my ninja. He just caught something. Look at that nigga. He be catching everything. Boy, I don't know if y'all can see him. That nigga's so damn cold. Look at him. You see him? See, I don't be chilling with the birds. They be like, no buried man. No buried man. I don't know if y'all see his little ass. Yeah. Hey, man. But that nigga can fly all the way from fucking Alaska, nigga. Now, I was like, yeah. Look at he dipping that shit into the water, getting that salt. So smooth, man. He's a smooth dude. I call him, I don't know if y'all can see him. You can see him? I call him Silver Surfer, though. That nigga be like, like sound like a falcon and shit. I be sitting back, I got all the little homies, but right now we just got 30 dubs and shit. They just chilling. What's up, babies? Hey, mamas. What's up, mamas? Hey, y'all. I'll be zoning out. They got personalities and shit, all of them, different ones. That's how I know humans got personality disorders, motherfucker. If these motherfuckers got different personalities, I'm talking about they got different personalities. It's not a disorder. They just have a personality. And I don't even call them little motherfuckers and shit like that, you know. But yeah, it just lets me know. Like, what is it? Lets me further know. Shit's real, G. You know. So yeah, but with the false prophets, they never mentioned the getting the light to the crown chakra. It's something that was fearful for them. Their time was coming to an end. It's over, and now we come in for the real. Now, you know what I'm saying? Most High has a way of handling beings, man. That speak even the name of his babies wrong. I'm gonna have to say it like that because I'm not gonna just add myself into the game like that. You speak it wrong, man. Shit's going down, G. You know, I just got somebody told me something about smoking weed, about the lungs and all of this shit like that. I look up the next day, Pope done. See, most I got away with your angels going around doing what they do while you're sitting back handling shit. This ain't no winky dinky thing. This is all spirit game, man. This is spirituality. You got Muslims around the world, you gotta raise up and rank. Some of you is so high in rank you don't even know what you gotta do to work. Then we get to dreaming with it. Then we get to dreaming of being the warrior that you naturally is. You know, we had to overcome. Atura. We had to get our land back. And so after we got our land back, we had to go through a period of time of rest, and then they came back again on our ass. And so we're at the point of like, yo, hold up, we're establishing the all creator once and for all, G. And my babies, and the Most High is gonna rebuild the babies, the chosen, to the world. And nobody will get to them. The crown chakra, you ain't gotta worry about it. You don't have to people please nobody. People pleasing, that's a cluster B personality disorder. You need validation if you're trying to people please. You don't need that. People's gonna see you. They're gonna be pleased to see you. You ain't gotta worry about pleasing their ass. They're gonna be pleased to see you. You do this, you know. You eating your fruit, you just sitting back chilling, got a big ass. Man, that's the best conversation to have when a chick walk up to you, you know? That's like, man, she gonna walk up to you and you gonna have a cool conversation. You ain't even gotta go attract the chick. You can look at her, she gonna come to you. I had to tell him that. It was a handsome brother, young man. He wasn't a brother, but he was a, you can say that, he was Dominican. But, you know, he was like, man, we should go get them over there. I'm like, man, they gonna come to us, man. We ain't gotta get up and walk over there on the beach. We got the shit. In fact, let's just sit back and watch the show, not in a perverted way. Cause they gonna do everything. They gonna walk, put the water on their hair, get the body and come off, like, let the water glisten all off with the sun and shit. They know what they doing, ass just dripping with water. They know what they doing. I said, well, next thing you know, they did everything. Like, see, we ain't gotta do nothing. When they just scooted that more to us. I'm like, yeah, he's like, let's go get in the water now. Like, we don't even need to. Just have a conversation. That's it. We out here now. Use your magnetism, G. That's it. You ain't gotta go out there, I'm a go-getter. Y'all ain't gotta get up and go get shit. That seems like a vampire. You ever seen a narcissist who gotta get up and get dressed in the morning? They gotta get dressed to the nines, nigga. Cause why? They need new supply every single day. Man, tell me I'm wrong. I know I ain't wrong, nigga. This niggas you see get up every day, gotta go get some new supply. There's all kind of people in the world that's like that. You know what I'm saying? That need new people. To the point they need to be sitting in a place where it's nothing but people that they can see new supply. They done found a way to allow the supply to come up to them now. It's like that, G. Like a vampire that can just sit and wait on your ass to come up to him. Like, got you, bitch. All right, got your energy. I'm latched on to you. Now they give them some toxicity before they leave so they can get that energy and then send these people on their way. People will be drained, don't even know why. They didn't have an interaction with this motherfucking vampire. You know, someone who's dealing with that cluster B, man, codependent issues, man. It's very high. It's very high out here and in the world in general. This is why in art, I ain't gonna tell for everybody else, but anyone who's doing analysis of me or in the tribe, yo man, this is the way, G. You get up about 14 months, you don't have to worry about shit. You ain't losing nothing, G. Actually, you're gaining. You're gaining, G. You're not losing not one fucking thing, G. Sorry, I had to stop real fast. They don't even want you seeing this shit. But you know, to be in like Hawaii or a place where the heart chakra's at, you're gonna have to be on the heart chakra. So you're gonna have to be at least 4 months up. They keep motherfuckers out here on the heart chakra because even if they jacking off and shit, you can see they're jacking off and they're doing drugs and shit, drinking liquor, which is the spirits. That's a crucial combination of all of them. You know what I mean? So basically, you'll see what heaven that they're on. You're going to be trained to see the heaven of what everybody's on when they go to sleep. Like, oh, nigga, you in that first resurrection. Oh, you in the earth heavens, nigga. There's a lot of shit going on. You want to make it equivalent to like sci-fi movies. That's the place of the world where it's like dirty trash and like bad shit. When you get higher up in the buildings and shit, like on Fifth Element, everything gets more cleaner and shit. You know what I mean? So Jetsons is like way the fuck up there type shit. That's just to give you a little description, you know, of the heavens. So you'll see somebody on your heaven. It's like almost looking at an immortal. Like you ever watch Highlander and shit? You see Highlander, you're gonna see other immortals. Like it's like that. With the evil ones, it's like that because you'll see them in your life. Most likely, these things will be placed in your life, you know, to actually strengthen you. But you'll see that immortal someone that's like you, and it's either y'all gonna work together, or that person's gonna go with that personality that they have mastered within, and they'll try to mimic you, or just try to straight up, you know, challenge you in a subtle way that you don't really know, but your spirit to pick up on it. And you're not really like competing for anything because like, yo, the competition is just with self. You know, that's what made champions champions. You don't see them always looking at another person to make themselves, to compare themselves to, or to compete to. But when you see someone who does that and they're great, you can see they already limit themselves. They don't see that they can exceed that person. And when you see someone, even at Kobe Bryant's situation, who has the space, I ain't got the M, I got the space, nigga. This is the left hand right here. Shit. What? This the real life right here, niggas. How big that space is? We ain't got the M too close. Them niggas is coming back, getting beetled upon and shit, doing all kind of shit. And I ain't mad at you, but them was more people's people. I'm not a people's person, nigga. I'm a hermit, nigga. We go back to the cut, nigga. Who told you that? They should have told us that somewhere in the book. I don't even think they told us that in no book ever written on earth. You hearing it right here. Ain't that crazy? I know. Most High, man. So it's dealing with the heavens too, you know, over the islands and shit too. There's different heavens, and this is the northern islands over the northern hemisphere. And you got different gods and lords over the southern hemisphere. You know, that's below the equator. So anyhow, we're above the equator over here. So. And they got the down low. They be working with the NAGA too. They're like, damn, nigga, you got guys working with that shit. You know, in America, we're going through anarchy and shit. Just trying to get back. It ain't ready yet, nigga. We chilling. So right now we're saying work out and shit. Yeah, and stunting their asses by eating fruit. And, you know what I'm saying? Chilling, get some grapes and shit. And shoot that down right after the workout. You should be eating grapes in public. I remember I got some grapes right after the workout one time. I was on the mainland. And I got on this free bus. This little shorty seen me. Little that was a boy, like a young man, all right? So he look over, he's like, I ain't even eating the grapes. I got him in the bag. He just really asked. He's like, man, hey, I get a few of them grapes. And I'm like, one of the bros I told him about, he's like, man, that bro was motherfucking hungry. Them grapes look good as hell, juicy. I'm like, yeah, you gonna always want some grapes. Get you some dark ones. I guarantee you gonna be full, man. It's gonna empty you out. You're gonna be so surprised, and you're gonna be so happy that you had grapes. And if you can afford grapes, you better go ahead and put that into the diet because that's gonna make everything great. That's the greatest sugar you're gonna pretty much get. You know, you can get some sugar cane, but you know, grapes, it's gonna work, dude. You get some. You want to cut up and rip up, you can get you some grapefruit, not grapefruit, but grapefruit. You know, people say that's kind of mixed, but that works. So there's something growing on the tree over there. They be mad I be getting it because don't nobody get it. I go up there and get it. Lady try to come out. It's a Roman Catholic church. She's gonna say, finally, she come out like, oh, you can't get the fruits for other people. I go, huh? I said, Most High, man, I know y'all put the trees there, but it wouldn't be growing if it wasn't for the Most High's touch. He blessing me right now. I'm gonna get this pomelo, and I'm finna get the grapefruit, and I'm finna get the orange. I know exactly what I get. She just mad that I can motherfucking thrive off of it. And they just use it for decoration, the physical. And I use it for the spiritual. So Most High gave me. I'm like, yo, man, look at that right there, man. And I'm gonna tell you, there goes mango trees down the way. I'm gonna tell you where the mango trees at too, nigga. And I'm gonna tell you where the tangerine trees is at too. Huh? They like, ain't mad as hell. They're like, nigga, when you leaving, nigga? What the fuck, nigga? You drive over and you don't like that shit, nigga. They hate that shit. You working out, walking down the street. You know, we supposed to be sad, depressed, man, looked out all fucked up and shit. We supposed to look at you like that, nigga. Like, what's wrong with him? What's something supposed to be wrong with me right now, though? What's wrong with that man? You can go to sleep at night. The scripture said you can if you right on your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You're paying your tithes. That's how you pay your tithes. Get something. You know, get your light to the brown chakra every month. You're gonna get a gift every month. Most likely gonna trickle down something, whether it's some type of joy, some type of whatever, some type of notch on like the belt that you have, like if you're building your fighter up and shit. Like you need the stamina, the endurance, wind blowing. This is confirmation and shit. You know, you need the stamina, endurance, whatever, man. Build your chin up a little bit. You gotta do whatever. Yeah, your defense. You're getting all those downloads, man. And it's showing and it's evident in life because people look at you every day a little different. Like, the fuck is something different about that nigga? They just stop me like, something different about you. What you mean something different about you? I never even seen you a day in my life. You must see me though. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean that in a bad way. Not for y'all. This is for people in person. Look at Thuggy Dubs right here. Everybody looking over here, they be cutting their evil eye, boy. They be like, what the fuck? Then the Hawaiians and naturals, locals are saying, it's like, man, it's a nigga. He must got that life, son. He got to. They over here acting like they got it, like, because they ain't been through a lot of hell and shit, nigga. They showing motherfuckers who been through some hell, walking down the street, eating some fruit. They like, they don't even eat no goddamn meat. What's up with this nigga? Where you going? How you, what the, I don't. It's like that. I'm telling you, that's what they own, G. And it's like gang stalkers, you know. Some gang stalkers, some are cool. A lot of them are gang stalkers. I had this lady, she's just a straight up gang stalker. She just watching. That's because of the light. And it's not like I'm just releasing. If you did this every 4 months, you'll still be higher than most out here. And you'd be wiser and everything, but or in the world pretty much I'm talking about. Because ain't nobody really doing over a week type shit. Only certain elites is getting up to a certain point. They gotta make sure they maintain that 6 chakra type shit. Like right there. And they know it's hard to get up there because it's uncontrollable for their ass. It really is they got a firmament over their body, nigga. You ain't got no firmament over your body, nigga. You get to the 8th chakra, nigga, you outside. Like we outside now, nigga. We having outer body experiences now. Now you talking about lucid dreaming? Oh, nigga. Who the fuck gonna tell you about lucid dreaming unless you are anybody who's beneath a teenager type shit? You gotta be damn near not having sex or close to being a virgin damn near to have this. Unless you got the gift of vision. But to enhance it, you're gonna have to go back to being celibate. You got to repent. That's called repent. You got to be celibate again. And that's when you get your shit back even up even more. You be like, oh, I remember this now. This is what's going on. You know? That's why they've been trying to show niggas as being crazy and shit. Because they can see shit. Like, oh, you know, they don't have no answer for that, but that nigga over there, they did that for the father. When I say the father, I'm talking about Father Allah, James Planet 13X, who came up with the nation of gods on earth. It was a god. He was from the south, so he went to the north, to the Indians in the north, or to the Nagas of the north. So they get it misconstrued. Like, nigga, it was a nigga from the south that came up there that was a Pisces, meaning he was very intuitive and he born these mathematics. Even Malcolm X looked and was like, this nigga's cold. And that was Malcolm X too, because we all know Malcolm X touched the best ones. You know what I mean? Who had the best influence over the young and the youth, like Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, you know what I'm saying? And the father. Really, those two for sure could have changed the whole history. But we had to learn how to be gods. We had to go through hell ourselves, even with the so-called mother religion, which is, you know, the NOI. But that's not I don't relate myself to none of them. I know knowledge is the foundation, wisdom is a way to understand it. And the culture is going to show you that you I God and showing and proving the power, which is the truth. And I say the energy force and the magnetism. But by using refinement, which is the knowledge, which you know, it's an ongoing process for forever. Refinement, mint is a suffix meaning ongoing. It means you got to apply your knowledge for forever in order to be great for forever. It's not just one day. You can't work out one day and think you're going to be all right and slow and shit. Do this shit every day. That shows your equality. Then you build. Then you show the God. Then you build and bring forth that understanding and destroy anything with it. And born yourself over and over again. You know, that's 1 through 9. You know, you're gonna born your own understanding in life. You know, so hold on, y'all. Get that flim flam filter. Why most I make you have to spit out mucus? You need mucus, so he puts the flim flam filter in there. If you swallow the shit, you're gonna be sick. Because the virus or the radical protein is in that shit. Because you've been breathing this shit in through your nose already. Your nose is the pyramid. The niggas got big ass noses. See that big ass nose, nigga? Anyway, I got that part right. Yeah, we breathe in more cubic square inches of oxygen per motherfucking minute than any human on Earth, nigga. See them big ass teeth? That's for biting big ass cucumbers and shit. Yeah, nigga, it don't matter. You can be in your low self and think of other shit, but really, that's just what the fuck it's for. That's what it's for. Big lips to kiss bitches. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, your chick, same thing. You see what it is. You know what's up. You know what I'm saying? It's everything enhanced times 10. Like, goddamn. That's why I don't know if you ever had sex with a Caucasian. I know I wasn't supposed to do all that before, but I had. You know what I mean? But I learned and I seen the differences. Yeah, man, it's like you're a little bit more advanced with them. Their mind, you're on the cusp of B right now, and your mind's kind of controlling you a little bit. But just imagine, it's hard for them because their shit's on it all the time. So if they're on that, and you have sex with one of these minds, man, they're like unnatural to you a little bit. It's like they orgasm all the time. That's why niggas can't leave them alone, because it's like the response they get from these people, or from her. The grafted or Caucasian woman, because she's really having orgasms on the inside that she never had. This is why we was talking about that A spot, C spot, G spot. Niggas don't even really know about hitting that A spot, and that's in the back, you know. And that's where the new people, or they just now find out that there's an A spot. Cause they know all the other shit, because they want to play with their hands and, like, you know, on the female and shit. They learned that, you know, and be a little oral. We wasn't with the oral shit too tough, but now we're like, oh, we gotta add that in the game. Nigga, I got that too. I got that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're making fountains happen over this bitch. Can you do that, motherfucker? Oh, this shit forgot about the divine eye. That's what you got, the divine eye. You know. And so now you start to incorporate all the spots together like you're playing music and shit. Turn my back, check my back real fast. All right, cool. We good. Got a good vibration happening. Turn that out the way. So yeah. Dougie Dub still sitting there chilling, because they know the energy, B. Oh, we got an evil lurker coming up and waiting. I be seeing them down there. I be seeing them before they see me, and sometimes they see me, I already know how to, it's a certain way to handle it. Some people be like, oh, why don't you just ignore? It's just certain energy at certain times. You just got to fight certain ways. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, I can defeat the motherfucker at this time, but I'm not finna go, if I can scave this one away for a second, I'm not doing what to do. So, going back to the I was building about the forest, the light, and, you know, the A spots, D spots, the sex and all that. This is the time, This is the time right here to master sex, you know what I mean? To master your Kegel game, to master your joking, to master your suspensory ligament. They should have been telling us that. All them false prophets and motherfucking Toxic Crusader niggas should have told us that instead of trying to build fucking schools and shit. Come to my university, nigga, I'm gonna do this. We gonna do that. Like, no, nigga, we gonna take this shit back to straight up nature where we got it from before. Where we get it from all the time, nigga. Like, you ain't exempt, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna put one nigga over the next type shit. If you qualify, to qualify themselves, man. And that's what we just add on to the cipher, and that's what it is. When it's your turn to speak in the cipher, it's your turn to speak in the cipher. Just hold fast until it's your turn. And now their turn is over. They still want to jump back in the middle of the cipher and shit. Like, all right, nigga, damn. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're good now. Now you want to explain shit. Hey, we should have been talking about the BCAs. We should have been talking about the proper way to do a push-up so we can all have big, swole ass, thumped ass chests and shit with the strides. I even work chests out, nigga. I'm just saying. We on the point. I'm gonna have a man start talking to me and shit, because I'm over here flexing my goddamn chest and shit. There's more men here than it is women. So they come through, hey bro, what's up? It's me. Shit like that. Anyways, so they should have been telling us that. And the mothers always said of being in my little chats and shit, talking about, oh, you're doing the push-up wrong. I'm like, no, man, you gotta put your shoulders to the back, boom, and you push it out. You're only hitting chest. You shouldn't be doing as much as you putting as much up weight and grunting and moaning all the goddamn time in the gym anyways, and being on the phone looking down all the time. I look up, I see the chicks, they ain't never on their phone unless they switching the song, switching the playlist or something. You see mothers on all around and did 4 sets, man. And I wait about a minute and 15 to 30 seconds, depending on what it is. These mothers still sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they got cloudy mind vision. They done jacked off probably the night before. You know, whatever it is, it's keeping them low. So you're gonna go high. That's what I'm saying. We stay high, we swoop low, just go back up to the point where we at, man. We at the peak. There's only gonna be a few of us. It ain't gonna be everybody. So this is like I said, it's a harder thing to do. But only niggas can really do this. Because when you get outside that 7th chakra, G, boom, you're in the 8th chakra. Next month, 9th chakra, 10th chakra. You're just going up. You're connecting to the cosmos. They'll tell you this in all their little books. like they can do the shit. In real life, they know goddamn well that only you can do the shit. They know it, G. And they just want to see how you're gonna put it together to do it. And this right here is the package. It's just whipped right up for your ass and shit. You know? And I'm not saying you're not gonna not like sex. You're gonna be even more powerful with sex. When they talk about, you see niggas like, they be cracking me up. Oh, this nigga done gave her an orgasm. He was over her body and like this nigga, you would have to been celibate for a long ass time and be really super cold to do some shit like that. Unless he was just born with a superpower that he just couldn't, and he's just been doing for his whole life. Like, he was 5 years old giving people orgasms and shit. You just mastered as you grew. I don't know. But the thing is, when you get up in your energy, that's when things start to work. This is when everything starts to be on that supernatural shit. Because if you're on some old like fleshy thing, hey man, that's just gonna only go so far. You know, you gotta be on a supernatural level and shit. You can change it up and be whatever you want to be. It don't matter. Your vibration, your energy is gonna show who you truly is. They are attracted to that. Women nowadays, these new little chicks, oh man, they done put in the work. They're attracted to the energy, big, and the looks, but they're attracted to the energy, big, and what it's doing with it. Your creativity. Are you actually mastering your craft? You know, and you just want to add in a little bit of some skill up in there too. Maybe get a little bit of framing work under your belt. Every man want to do something, build something. So find this type of building that you like. And like, oh man, I want to build this. I may start with building a little garden in the backyard right now because it's the season to do it right now. You know, or a little box that you just build. I'll put this together or whatever. You know, you start channeling those gifts. And if you need help on that, this is where I come in at with the natal chart. You have to show your natal chart. It'll further give you an understanding as far as like just me saying like with my opinion, like, yo man, I think you should be doing all this. You know, niggas look at it, they're gonna use their intuition and be like, nigga, I think you should be over here and doing all that. I've been around you for a while, that's what I think. But when you look at a person's chart, you can kind of see like, man, I bet you got a liking towards, you know, being around children a lot, you know, and that's not being in a perverted way, but it's like in a way where you actually can teach children are attracted to you. And so by mastering that in you, which is we're gonna have on our shit, when we teach children, we're gonna be celibate through the whole year. You know what I'm saying? Whether we're teaching them through 9 months or whatever, you're gonna be celibate through that whole year if you're a teacher, you know? Because we can't have nobody around no children who's been having sex and shit. And they going home and having all this shit. No. We got gay teachers in the house now. I mean, you know, in the schools now, so it's even more, you know, they focus everything on self-gratification, which is sex, which is a sad thing, you know? So this is why celibacy right now, you gotta let everybody fall to the wayside. If they're self-gratifying, man, that's like a horrible thing. Let me put the phone right here. I hope y'all don't lose out. I'm gonna grab my water and shit. Man, y'all, sorry about that. Pardon me. They be jumping out. Sometimes. I had to put some splash my hair real quick. I don't know. Let me turn this the other way. Right here. Lucky Dub's gonna probably knock the daggone phone over, man. He is gonna try to knock the phone over. I see y'all, man. It's probably dark right here too, cause like must be on my ass too. When they walk down the street, I don't want to say it, man. I don't want to draw this shit up. So I'm gonna have to give Dougie Dub some food. Oh yeah, y'all, I got some mammy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And people be throwing, hey, I got my little Liberian lady friend. She knows she's drawing up off me, right? I'm like, yeah, when they be willing to play, she's like, oh man, most I must be finna fuck y'all and hurt your little feelings. But anyways, she always make these little black jokes, man. And then I'm like black, like I'm black, you know what I'm saying? Some lady called me like, man, you look like you're velvet. Today, I was like, velvet? Somebody said that. So, yeah, she gonna say, yeah, I couldn't see you, it's dark out. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. But she be, in the way it was, she always say it all the time. Nah, come on, just get some of this here. My child, come here. No, I'm just joking. Playing with y'all, man, alright? Oh, don't land on the back. Well, they getting so good, they ain't land on each other's back, y'all. Ain't that something? Playing with them little hands. I'm goofy, y'all, but at the same time, I'm a little bit, you know, stern too. What's up? Y'all want to say hi? Oh, look at them. Look at them right there. Look at them. Turn them. It's a little shady, man. It's a little shady over there. A little shady, son. Getting them serratises, man. I was in the joint today. I ain't got my oil on right now. My skin done already drank it up. Like, you got some more, nigga? But yeah, them serratises, man. I got a whole bunch of champion drinks, and I'm worried about that. I'm worried about that. Yeah, I hit them serratises today. I wasn't paying attention in the gym, man. You know, I'm like one something, man. Yeah. You know, I'm like one something, right? They be big as hell walking through that motherfucker on my ass. Just trying to compete with me, grunting all over the gym. They be wondering, what the fuck? Why am I just? They be wondering, but it's like, nigga, it's the light, dog. It's a little deeper than that, man. It's just a little deeper than that. They hate it too. That's what I'm saying. Like, get your shit up, man. That's how people would be. They wouldn't even want to leave on your ass. Man. Your energy be so damn healing. You be healing people with your energy. Sitting there. I mean, I do. I mean, whatever gift you got is going to be enhanced. Let me say it like that. The boss probably should have told you that one. You should have told us all that, but they didn't. Celibacy is the key. You know what I'm saying? The little berries in the melon. All your little food peoples, they should have told us that too. All your food peoples, they should have told us that. They told us that. We got all of like little velociraptors and shit. Hold on, let me put this out here for the ass. Like an infestation, huh? They all like, God damn. To me, they loud. Y'all don't even hear them. But to me, I just hear their spirits and shit. But it's quiet as hell, like, you know. I just had to get in the water with that. But anyhow, I was gonna say something, y'all. I know what's good about celibacy. Evo! I know what's good about celibacy and shit. Your light and just being, you know what I'm saying, hella bright. All right, cool. Yeah, they must be triggered, man. He's wondering. Man, they hate on the nigga. Son, man. I'm like, damn. Y'all trying to fuck ass and shit. You know, we talking about these motherfuckers. They know their time was up, man. If you're not right now, if this is gangster right now. And I'm not saying this because of me. Because I'm giving you the hands up and the benefits. It's not about these people being all super serious and driving in the cars and shit. Yeah, man, you know, you get your shit to the. No, nigga. That's about your happiness, motherfucker. That's what Lila was after with Samson. Because Samson was so goddamn joyful and happy and was just like, had all this charisma and shit because he had the light. That's why the woman want to get with you because you got the light. And once you start draining your light, you ain't got that light no more. You just been giving it to her. She be like, and if she's already broken, she's like, damn, what the fuck is he giving this shit to me for? And then hence she leave your ass, and then she triggers something in you. I ain't been triggered into something like that, but I have before when I was a youth. Older, I already know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So once I already get into the game. But you know, this is why it's very important, man. Don't be playing with yourself. Women play with themselves. What's that? All right. Just hating on the nigga, man. They just they ain't got the text and all.